All right. Good afternoon, guys. My name is Mitch Phelps. I'm the agency owner for the Phelps agencies with the Globe Life. And if you're getting on here, you're on here because one of the hiring managers from one of our agencies, we have agencies across 3 states. They invited you to be a part of this. They felt like maybe you would be a fit for us at one of our agencies and one of the positions we're hiring for. Today's going to be about 15, 20 minutes. I'm not going to take too much of your time, but I want to kind of go over some things of who we are, what we do, and what we're looking to hire for. In all of our agencies, we're a worksite benefits agency. What that means is we do group benefits for companies. We currently service over 3,500 companies, cities, counties, school districts. So if you've ever been in an open enrollment of any type, that's exactly what we do. And we're hiring for 2 positions within that. Number one is a benefit specialist role. It's called an agent benefit specialist role. That's someone who works with the cities, counties, school districts, businesses across the board, whether it's HVAC, a law practice, manufacturing, anyone who offers benefits to their employees. They work with them and setting up their benefits for the HR team there, and then doing enrollments and re-enrollments. And we have re-enrollments on an ongoing basis every single week, and we bring in new businesses that we connect with every single week as well. So we're growing. That's why we're hiring currently. We have about 100 folks that work at the Phelps agencies between all of our locations. We have offices in 3 states, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. So whatever location you're applying for, we are hiring for 2 positions. Number one, the benefit specialist role. Number two is a supervising agent role. And that is a role where you are helping supervise and lead and manage a team along with an agency director who runs that team. That's what they do. They do enrollments, re-enrollment, setup of benefits. So again, if you've ever been through an open enrollment, you have a really good idea of the process of what we do. Our work schedule is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And so Monday is in the office, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're out working in the field. And so if you're on here and you don't have a background in insurance, that's fine. If you're on here and you have a background in insurance, that's fine as well. We're not like most insurance companies out there. We don't typically hire specifically from insurance. Most of the people out of the around 100 people that work here have a different background, myself included as the agency owner. I've done this since 2006. So basically 18 years. I've done this. And so I did not do this previously. I was in construction. I was a project manager. I have a degree in theology. I have a degree in avionics engineering. So I was a helicopter pilot. Also worked with churches and things like that. But total different background than this. When I moved here from California to the Carolinas, was looking to change careers, got into this really to have a better work-life balance and to replace the income that I was making. And so, and I did better than that. My first year in 2006, I actually made over 112,000 in that first year, whereas I was coming from making right at 60,000 a year. My previous position was a salary position, and if you know anything about salary, they work you so much that you don't get paid what you're worth sometimes. And so when I moved from that salary position to this, I came in, did better than I thought I would my first year, over 112,000, helped run an agency for 5 years, grew every year in that, was blessed to grow, put a lot of hard work and energy into it, but it grew and the opportunity was there. And then I started the Phelps agencies in 2012 right here in Charlotte. We had one location until 2017, and then we started expanding. And now we have 2 large regional offices, Charlotte and Wilmington. And then we have other outlying areas down in Wilmington. We have a group that works down in the Myrtle Beach area, another up in the Fayetteville area, the Atlantic Beach, Greenville, North Carolina area. And then also we have the regional office here in Charlotte, but we also have an office in Roanoke, Virginia, smaller office, and down in Greenville, South Carolina. We also have a group in Asheville that we're growing into as well. So we're growing, and that's why we're hiring right now. So I'm going to spend about 10, 12 minutes with you here, kind of going over some things. I'm going to share my screen, go through a PowerPoint that will kind of show you kind of some of the things I'm talking about here. But as an agency owner, I'm looking to hire long-term people. We have a lot of long-term people at the Phelps agencies, and some that have been here longer than me. They moved into my agency. They requested to move in our agency from another agency. Rick Kip's been here 23 years. I've helped facilitate. He's in my Greenville office. I have facilitated the retirement of a couple folks for the last couple of years. One at 28 years, one that was Larry Wood, one at 32 years, Hillary Buchanan. We got a lot of 10, 12, 15, 8-year, 6 years. A lot of folks at different ranges, but long-term people. So looking for long-term people which means it's got to be the right person, right? That'll be a fit for us and us a fit for them. So that's why I'm going through this today. Really, the first step part of an interview process. If we feel like that you're fit possibly and you feel good about it, we will call you back for a one-on-one interview with either myself or one of our hiring managers at whatever location you're applying for. And so I don't do many of those. Most of those are with the hiring managers. And so with that being said, I'm going to open it up for questions in a little bit if you have questions. But I want to make sure that I want to inform you on who we are. So I love the fact also that in our agency, we're right at 100 folks. More than 30% of our people are six-figure plus earners. That to me is huge. And so it speaks to the opportunity that's here. The process, as I mentioned, this is kind of that first step. We'll go further if we feel like you're a fit. I'm going to cover Globe Life Liberty National Division. That's the company the Phelps agencies represent. As you can see on my shirt here, Globe Life. We're right at a $13 billion company. We're GL is our stock ticker on the New York Stock Exchange. I encourage you to go check us out. We've grown so much over the last few years. We do business in the U.S., Canada, and in New Zealand. There's 7 divisions to our company, but in our division, we're worksite benefits. We don't do door-to-door. We don't do in-home. We don't do nights and weekends. It's Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. It is full-time, so it's 40 to 45 hours a week, but it's not 60, 70 hours a week either. And so to me, that was huge because it's a work-life balance, and I was able to grow in that. So I'm going to cover our marketing company vision. Already talked about that a little bit. We're expanding in the Carolinas and Virginia, the agency career track, opportunity incentives, training, and requirements. What would expect from you? As I said, we've been around. We're part of a larger company. We've been around since 1900. So right here, as you can see, talks about we've been around since 1900. So the Liberty National Division, if you see that, actually was founded in 1900 in Birmingham, Alabama. We're the mother company for our company as a whole. We actually started a holding company back in the 80s, started purchasing other companies, changed that name to Globe Life Inc. Here a few years back from Torchmark, and has continued to grow. Our division operates in 49 of the 50 states. Our other divisions operate in all 50 states as well as Canada and New Zealand. In this division, we have currently over 42 billion of coverage in force. Currently 57 agency owners. That's people like myself that own, some of them have one office, some of them have multiple offices across multiple states, such as we do. But I love the fact if you do the math on that, most of our agencies are larger. And so, and I love, the concept of our growth is that we want people to be able to do well within our agency. Over the last couple of years, I've seen someone do as much as in our agency here. I had a gentleman who made over 308,000 over the last couple of years in 1 year. We've got some folks that are multiple six-figure earners. We've got, like I said, around 30% of our people that have been with us over a year are six-figure plus earners. And we have some folks that are making 50, 60, 80, 90. Our average person last year in their first 12 months made around 65. Our average supervising agent last year made a little over 90, almost 100,000. And then we had some that went above and beyond that. The last couple of years, Jacob Sanchez over 203 in his first 12 months. Deshae Hollowell 211. Bliss, Blackstock now. She got married, but Bliss Koenig when we hired her over 214 in her first 12 months. And then others, Tyler Brown 192, Jackie White over 160,000, Cliff over 140,000, Drew over 103,000, but has grown and he's a multiple six-figure earner now. And there's a lot of others. Then people like Blake. Callboy's been with us 4 years. His first year made a little bit less than 60,000, but last year over 6 figures. So he's grown. And so I love the fact of we're not like most companies. We're structured so people can grow within the agency. And so that to me is huge. Our company as a whole, I'll move this back over here. We have over 224 billion of just life insurance in force. That grew by 2 billion last year. Was 222. So our net growth now grew by 2 billion, and that's not considering the health policies. We do a lot of health policies. We issue more life policies every year than anybody else out there. As I said, our division is strictly work site. So if you've ever been through an open enrollment, that's what we do. Though almost 17 million policyholders. We're the largest life insurance policy issuer and have more policy on the books than anybody else out there in the U.S. We're the largest life insurance in that respect. We're part of the S&P 500. For the last few years, we've been named number 2 by J.D. Powers in customer satisfaction. And so we don't do a lot of television advertising, but we're the official life insurance of the Texas Rangers. Matter of fact, they play in our ballpark. Globe Life Field is where they play. They won the World Series last year. So you've probably seen some of that if you watch baseball. We're also the official life insurance of the Dallas Cowboys of Dallas FC, the MLS team down there. We're headquartered in Dallas, Texas now, McKinney, Texas, just Dallas suburb. But then here recently, last year we became the proud partner of the Atlanta Braves. That's more in our region. So this is just a growth record of the last basically 25 years of the pure growth numbers of Globe Life Inc. And so that's huge. That's growth numbers of what they've grown by through those time periods. And so we have an A+ superior rating across the board. Part of the Ward's 50 Life and Health List. And what we do is group benefits for companies. So we offer life and supplemental health benefits, cancer benefits, critical illness, hospital indemnity, those kind of things. But life insurance is most what we do. We're pretty unique in a lot of things we do. Number one, we're 100% portable. So if someone leaves their job, they can keep their benefits and it goes with them at the same group rate and same group benefit. Nothing changes. That's huge. I don't know of any other company that does that. So that is huge. Matter of fact, we've got two people that work here. Drew Bird, who worked at Sound Inspection Welding. When he left there, he came to work with us. And so, because he had our benefits, he knew about us and called to transfer his benefits, didn't know what he was going to do. He had some surgery on his hand, couldn't be a welder anymore. That's all he knew to do. But he's done well with us. As I said, he made over $103,000 his first 12 months and has grown to multiple six figures now. Debbie, who had policies through her job and had a cancer claim, and we paid those claims so well it took care of her and her family, single mom. And when she lost her job during COVID, she was talking to her agent down there and wound up, we hired her, and she's been with us for the last almost 4 years now and doing well. So made more money with us than she's ever made, she's told me. So but that's what we do. How we do that, number one, we already have over 3,500 companies. We have thousands of clients that need to be serviced regularly. So if you're someone we hire, we plug you into that and you're able to go enroll and re-enroll and help with that. And that's how someone gets started with us. We're never going to ask you to bring in a list of 100 friends and family. We're never going to ask you to purchase leads. We provide all the resources. So you don't have to purchase leads or anything like that. We provide all of that, but you've got to provide the work. Again, Monday through Friday, it's going to be 40 to 45 hours a week. Everything runs through our phone or tablet or laptop. I love that. It's very convenient. I didn't have that when I started, which I did back in 06, but about 9 years ago, Salesforce, if you ever heard of it, they're the largest CRM company in the world, created this proprietarily for us. It's called EPIC. It stands for Engage, Protect, Inspire, Connect. And everything runs through that, makes running our business so much easier. Everything we do, guys, when we work with companies, our process is to help them. We help them retain employees. We protect the families that work there. We save them tax dollars because we're a Section 125 IRS approved company. On the employee side, when we do the enrollment, number one, it's all relational. We want to have long-term clients. Our first year back in 2012, we only had 79 new businesses that year. Now we have over 3,500 companies, and that's growing. How do we do that? We do the right thing the first year. The second year, they keep bringing us back year after year. Most companies do. And I love that. But it's because we take care of their people. We're there when claims are paid. We have one of the highest claim payout rate or time periods, like the fastest in the industry. That's huge. When we sit down with their employees at the enrollments or re-enrollments, we give them two benefits, or we renew those two benefits that are no cost for them. So we give them two benefits that covers them and their family. There's small benefits, accidental death, small health benefit, but then we go through a needs planner and identify any needs. And then we do this every enrollment and every re-enrollment. That way we make sure that we're keeping current with what their needs are. If there's changes, if there's adjustments, all the above. And it takes a few minutes to do that. And then we offer a competitive products to cover that. We call that our employee care plan. And we make sure that we keep that affordable. We want to make sure we have long-term clients. That's huge. Not just a one-time deal. We're going to go back year after year. A lot of times, every 6 months, they bring us back to do a re-enrollment. Everything we do, again, is relationship-based. You can't be pushy or aggressive or salesy. That doesn't work in what we do. You've got to be relationship-based. You got to be able to connect with people, build and maintain relationships. That's huge. And so our compensation, we get paid every week. And so on Thursday, we get paid every Thursday. It's performance-based. It's based off the enrollments that happened that last week, but there's some other moving parts as well in there. There's residual, there's bonuses, there's overrides, there's renewals. So all that stuff is in there. It's performance-based. I love that. That's how I was able to do as well as I did my first year and grew from there. That's how all the others that I've mentioned, and a lot of them I didn't mention, have been able to do that as well. To me, that's huge. Training is hands-on. When we hire someone, we're committing to them that we're going to show them the ropes, show them success, and they've got to give us 40 to 45 hours a week and commit to what we do. It's full-time, like I said. Now, listen, long-term, I've got some folks like Buddy Mitchell, who has been with me for 14 years. Well, he doesn't work 40 hours a week anymore. He's working more like 30, but he's not in leadership. But he makes well over 100,000 a year doing that. He was a deputy sheriff, came to work with us after that. Lives over in Denver, North Carolina. But in the beginning, he was working 40 to 45 hours a week. Okay. And so, but you can grow and you can have a great retirement in this. I love the fact that we commit in training and we show everyone the same opportunity. We track training. This is in our CRM. I'm able to look at that daily to see how training is going with our new folks. Renewals, I just mentioned a minute ago, residual income is part of our pay. And Warren Buffett said this way: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work till you die. And that's true. I'm thankful because my residual income is a multiple six-figure income by itself. I make more money in new stuff, but even by itself is a multiple six-figure income. And I've done this for 18 years almost. But looking at our people, we have so many people that are making more than the average American makes before they get out of the bed in the morning. And they're making, a lot of them are six-figure plus earners. But last year, Drew, who's a multiple six-figure earner, made right at $60,000 in residual income after 6 years of being with us. That's before he gets out of the bed. That's more than he was making previously as a welder. He told me. So same thing with Mike Silver, same thing with Ashley Rabin, same thing with Tim Baucom, same thing with so many others I could name. And so renewals are paid each month. It grows by 10%. You're vested by 10% per year. So at 10 years, you're 100% vested. You can keep that. It's a great retirement program. It goes with you. Renewals and income averages. I don't have the 2023 data, but in 2022, average income for an agency director, we're not hiring for agency director right now, but our average income for an agency director was $149,402. But we've had people that we've hired as a benefit specialist and a supervising agent who have grown into that. And so that opportunity is there. Matter of fact, we've got a young lady in Michigan who's an agency owner that we hired in 2015 right here in Charlotte. And she was a school teacher previously, but her name's Monet Varela. Was Magruder when we hired her, but she runs the Varela agencies in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So you can grow in this company wherever you want to go to. But these are kind of average incomes and average residuals in 2022. Now we have people that make way more than that. These are averages, okay? And so weekly direct pay, we get paid every Thursday on what we did last week in enrollments, direct pay, bonuses, renewals. If you're in leadership overrides, there's residuals as well. Some other things that it's showing there, but that's what happens every week there. The type of people we seek, team builders. You got to like working with people. That's important. Got to be coachable. The two positions we're hiring for, home office says the average agent that first year, that benefit specialist, is right in this range. Our average around last year was around 65,000. We had people that went above and beyond that. I've mentioned some of those. Some of those that didn't, but you can look at the potential in that is huge. We have people that stay in that position, never grow, never promote. They don't want to, and they do tremendously well. Corey Halsey, you can look him up, ex-NFL football player. He makes way more with us than he made with the NFL in 6 years, and he made decent money there. He's now a seven-figure earner in that position. Is in Gainesville, Georgia, or Jason Adams or Monica Klemple, who makes, when I say high six-figure incomes in that level, well, or there's Darren Alexander, others as well. I'm talking about people who make well above $500,000 a year as a benefit specialist. They're just dealing with them and their clients. Now, that's not average, but that's possible, okay? Our average, like I said, is around 65,000 that first year, but then you can grow with residuals. In a few years, you should be able to push above or right at six figures, 80, 90, 100,000 or so. Supervising agent, as I said, our average supervising agent last year in the Phelps agencies made almost $100,000 last year. We had some that made well above that and beyond that. But right in that average, Kirsty Hoots is a great example of that. She made $89,000 year before last. She made over $90,000 last year, and she's continuing to grow. She should be over $100,000 this year. But she was a CNA previously, lives in Statesville, North Carolina. And then the other positions you can grow into are right here. And some people don't want to grow into those, but some people do. That opportunity is there. I'm wrapping up, guys. We've got about 3 minutes left. It's 12:19. So across the board, these are the states that we are in already, our offices in this division of our company. We want to have offices in all states. We have offices in other divisions of our company in other states as well as Canada and New Zealand. But We want offices in our division in all states. There's plenty of room to grow in our company. Our culture, we celebrate every year somewhere with all of our agency staff, the ones who qualified to go. So all expenses paid. Next year, we're going to the Ava in Cancun, Mexico. It's a brand new resort down there. Last year, we were the JW Marriott in Marco Island, Florida. I've been to a lot of places that I wouldn't have gone otherwise, other than this company. So it's not too hard to qualify. We have a lot of qualifiers every year, and it's all expenses paid. We believe in giving back to our communities. Year before last, we gave back almost $4 million. From my understanding, we gave back almost $4.5 million last year in 2023. Level Up Lifestyle, that right there, I encourage you to look at that. It's our podcast. Talks about stories of people who work here, from our CEO down. It's kind of a cool, to know our culture and what kind of people work here. So you want to copy that and check that out. We just started that here recently. You got to be licensed to work in insurance. Is anyone on here licensed? If so, just raise your hand. Most people we hire aren't, so it's fine. Okay. All right. So getting licensed takes about a week and a half to 2 weeks. Pretty inexpensive. The state fees in South Carolina are about $120. In Virginia, about $140 with the State Department of Insurance. You have to go to the Department of Insurance website, apply, then go take a state test. You have to go through a course as well. We cover the majority of the course costs for you, but then the state fees, we don't cover that because that's your license, not ours. And that's required by the state. North Carolina state license fees are around $270, so pretty inexpensive in all 3 states that we service. And the good news is you never have to do it again once you pass that test. It's done at Pearson View testing facilities or down in South Carolina, PSI. You got to have a phone, you got to have a car, a laptop. We don't provide that. We provide everything else, but not that. And you got to have a fairly clean background, okay, and no felonies. And so we'll cover the license and more if we bring you back for a final interview. But it takes about a week and a half or so to get that. It's pretty quick. We're going to email you a JOT form. Please fill that out if you feel like you're a fit for us. And if we feel like you're a fit, we'll bring you back for a final one-on-one interview with one of us, our hiring managers at one of the locations that we service. So with that being said, guys, I hope I've informed you very well on who we are, what we do, what you can expect if you're someone we were to hire. So it was good hanging out with you today. So guys, if you have any questions I didn't answer, there's a Q&A button down here. You can click on that and ask any questions and I'll answer that, okay? All right, I'm gonna give it just another minute here. But yeah, if you have any questions, just click on the Q&A portion at the bottom of the screen and you'll be able to type any questions you have in there. All right. Well, it looks like I don't have any questions. And again, oh, there we go. Hiring timeline, Benjamin. I mean, ASAP really. We would need to. I know sometimes if you're working another position, you want to give a 2-week notice there, and that's absolutely fine. But if we bring you back for a final one-on-one, we are looking to bring on board very quickly. And so, all right. Looks like that was the only question. Guys, it was fun hanging out with you today. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy this weather. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks.